The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
So all in, it's about a $6 million deal, which is great over the course of 3 years, like you said. So Collective can earn up to 75% of the project, as you mentioned. We'll operate during the option period during that 3 years.
All right, welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Sean Hillacre. He is the Vice President of Exploration for Standard Uranium. And Sean, it's great to see you again. How are you?
Doing well, Steve. Good to be back, and we got another one on the line here.
Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity here. We'll talk about obviously what you're talking, the one you have on the line in just a second. But the company really is about project generation, and maybe you can explain sort of the concept of what that means so people understand before we talk about this big news.
Yeah, absolutely. So as a junior exploration company, we're obviously focused on making high-grade uranium discoveries, all focused in the Athabasca Basin. But a couple of years ago, we decided to bring this part of the business into our model to drive value for shareholders. So what we do is use our team of in-house geologists to identify good land in Saskatchewan with geological merit. We stake that for cheap. We do some geoscience initially on it, do a little bit of work, and get our First Nations agreements, exploration permits, all those kind of red tape and an admin style things ready to go, so that a partner can come in, earn into the project, and we basically serve it up on a silver platter, and that allows us to bring in non-dilutive capital into the company and essentially have revenue as a non-producing junior exploration company, which is pretty great. And gives us more shots on goal, more exploration upside. We retain a percentage of those projects as well as an NSR. So it's a really good piece to our business model, and gives us more exploration upside while we also focus on making discoveries at our flagship project, Davidson River.
Yeah, and so that's announcement out today is that you've signed a letter of intent with Collective Metals, and this is all based around the Rocas Project, one we've talked about in the past and the work that you've done on it. Talk to me a bit about the project itself and some of that work.
Yeah, it's an interesting project, Steve. It's right outside the margin of the Athabasca Basin, which is really great. It's got shallow uranium targets looking for basement hosted high-grade uranium. There's actually some really good showings across the project along the 7.5 kilometers of graphitic conductor strike length there. So we've got 0.5% right at surface, an outcrop that's never been drill tested ever. So it's just south along the Key Lake Mine and Mill Facility Road there. So really good location. It's accessible by road. And it's really interesting area there, right along trend from, Key Lake and those other uranium deposits to the northeast there. And, it's never been tested. So we've been working on this for a while. Like you said, we've done some geophysics. We've developed some really good drill targets there. So we've been looking for a partner on this one for a little while now, and Collective came along, and we just actually expanded the project too by 931 hectares. So adding some more strike length there, and some more opportunity for discovery.
Yeah, you in the work that you did for high profile or high priority, if you like, drill targets that you made. It's a 3-year earn-in deal. They would earn in about 75% of the project. So will you remain as the operator of this one as you have in the past? What's sort of the plan moving forward?
Absolutely, Steve. That's the plan there. So all in, it's about a $6 million deal, which is great over the course of 3 years, like you said. So Collective can earn up to 75% of the project, as you mentioned. We'll operate during the option period during that 3 years. So we've got our internal team of geologists, and we'll work with them on a joint technical committee to make decisions and budget things out. So we've got 1.5 million in exploration in the ground each year over the next 3 years. So we've already been making plans there. Obviously, moving towards the definitive agreement very quickly. Collective is very motivated to get us out on the ground there. So we've got plans in the works. We've done some really good geophysics. So the next steps there, we'll be looking to get the geologists out on the ground in their natural habitat and confirm those uranium showings at surface, and look at logistics there for a potential drill program next year. So 2026 is looking to be a pretty epic year for Standard Uranium, with exploration across, 4 projects at the minimum, being our 3 now active JV deals and our flagship Davidson River.
Busy one for sure, Sean. Thank you so much. Good to see you again. Congratulations.
Thanks, Steve. We'll be talking again real soon, I guarantee it.
All right, look forward to it. Sean Hillacre, Vice President of Exploration for Standard Uranium.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.